guests, please let me introduce to you from Spartacus, from The Flash, Mr. Liam McIntyre. Let's hear it for Liam. Hey. All right, well, let's get straight into it. In the last couple weeks, the Game of Thrones released an actual trailer with footage. Did you see it?
Months of not doing that. Yeah, I know, and it had Jon Snow in it, but he was still dead, so what do you think?
If you don't blink. There's a fight scene, and Jon Snow is on a horse behind during the fight.
No,
you see
he's
him
not.
clearly.
No,
you see
he's
him
not.
clearly. It is totally him.
I saw 2 dead Jon Snows and no living Jon Snow.
I think
I'm gonna put you on the spot here. So you, Liam McIntyre, think Jon Snow is dead?
Okay, that's tough. I don't want him to be. I think he is dead, but I'm like, all the great, wonderful theories that he's not dead are so fascinating that I just want them to be right.
So what was your big takeaway from the trailer?
It's always hard for me to like. Every year of Game of Thrones, I go from not liking it to liking it to not liking it because it's just, I don't know. Maybe I get too attached to the Starks, and I've just never let that go. And so as they continue to just destroy the Stark family, I'm like, give me someone to root for. I don't want you to win. But yeah, so I don't know. It was so many jump cuts of so many things that I couldn't actually take anything from it that I was like, that's going to be exciting.
Well, let's move on to something. Let's move on to a happier, more lighter topic. So they announced the Batman: The Killing Joke animated movie.
So
Are we excited?
Yes.
So you're a Batman fan?
I'm obviously not the biggest Batman fan. That's probably saying too much. I'm a very big Batman fan, and The Killing Joke is phenomenal.
Liam, you've got something special going on. We don't know if you know about it, but Liam is an entrepreneur in addition to being a world-class actor.
And geek.
And he's created something. It's on Kickstarter. You got 3 days left.
There's only 3 days left, I know.
So tell us about it.
So this is called Monster Lab, and it's a really fun game. Basically, you play as a mad scientist, and you're trying to defeat other mad scientists by building monsters out of spare parts and wrecking their day with, like, you know, like pigs and 9 tails and, you know, bats to the face. It's a funny thing. My favorite part is you get to basically take the top, middle, and bottom part of different monsters and put them together in hopefully hilarious ways. And it's been great. It's already like 360% funded, which is amazing. So
you hit your funding on day one.
Day one.
What does that feel like? I mean, that's a positive.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks. Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Like, it was fun. I was going into auditions because it's been pilot season, so I was like, learn the lines. Oh, look, that's good. Sorry, what now? Okay, cool. Put the phone down. So it was hectic, but it was unbelievable. You sort of go, all right, it'd be nice to maybe be able to make this game. We've put all this work into it.
What do? You make them. You get dealt the cards, and then you battle each other with the monsters.
Ultimately, you're building monsters, and they'll have monsters, and you use your monsters to fight their monsters and wreck their monsters and win. It's great.
That sounds like a
Monster fight, but yeah, no. I guess I've just been a nerd my whole life. I mean, I was the kid that used to get beat up for his lunch money, so this will fix that. They'll look at them now.
Liam, speak your name. That's great.
You played, but then what happened? You played Spartacus. Like you got buff. You got real.
I know. Yeah, there was a solid period like when I just got Spartacus that I was like,
I'm gonna go back and kick the ass of every kid.
No, where I was like, I better look cool. Just after I got Spartacus, we had our 10-year anniversary at school, which what's it called?
Your reunion.
Yeah, and I got to go back, and all the guys that used to beat me up, they were gross. And they had nothing going on, and I was like, well, I happen to be Spartacus.
You guys into card games?
Greatest feeling in the world. Yeah. Anyone want to play a card game?
Don't
hit me.
You guys into making monsters?
Yeah.
So now you said you were a big video gamer.
Yeah.
And are you currently living your video game dream in any way?
Through a segue of some kind?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little.
Funny story. I'm glad you mentioned it. Actually, it's about the coolest thing in the world. Again, if you can imagine a 5-year-old that used to play video games all the time, probably should have done schoolwork. But they just announced that I'm the new lead of Gears of War.
Holy shit.
Whoa. It's like breaking news.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which I say just announced. I've been recording it for like a year and a half, so I've known about it. But it's dreams do come true.
So the chat room's just getting started, and everyone's saying congratulations, Liam, on reaching your goal in your first day on Monster Lab. So that's exciting. And just a reminder, if you want to go back him, you've got 3 more days. So go check it out on Kickstarter, Monster Lab. So let's go help him out and reach the next goal. We also have some fun conversations coming up, or people have been asking me questions for our next guest, so don't worry, I will be getting to those. But if you have a question, make sure to tweet me using the hashtag #AskComikaze so I can write down your question and hopefully ask it to one of our guests. I'm going to be giving away some prizes later, so stay tuned. We've got some electro kids, we've got some robots, and I've got a super secret prize for an audience member who's active and wants to talk to me in the chat room. If you want to say you're here in the audience, just saying.
All right,
Talking about her.
Nick, Chris, these are the Rydell brothers. You guys may know them for their popular YouTube channel, and recently they've launched a collaboration with our very own Stan Lee. This is Some Kind of Evil. It's like your take on like a superhero story.
Yeah, it was a cool opportunity. We normally make like really weird, quirky comedy stuff about long, elaborate fart jokes. So it was a nice,
Very sophisticated.
you know,
Sophisticated
highbrow art.
Well, there's definitely an art to that.
There
takes-
is,
takes
yeah.
training.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
That is art. There's not an art to it. That is art.
it is
you're
art. But it was our chance to kind of dabble into a darker world and sort of our take on what it would be like. It kind of actually came out of a conversation of like, what would it be like if you were actually saving people continually and human beings doing the same thing over and over
How
and
sick
over?
of it would you get as a
Yeah, you'd be
superhero,
pretty
basically.
burned out and depressed really quick.
Well, The Walking Dead.
Sure.
I'm the king of segments.
Picking up what you're putting down, brother.
That was great.
But yeah, The Walking Dead is getting an attraction at Universal, and it's not just Halloween Horror Nights.
Well,
This is
year-round.
like a year-round
That's crazy.
thing.
And it's going to open up this summer.
So exciting.
It's soon.
They've really recreated the set piece from each season, and I think they're going to put them all together so that you can walk through this thing and fully experience like the whole Walking
So like
Dead
how
story.
fully though? Like
This
it
is
gonna?
something we've been talking
We had a
about.
serious conversation. Like okay, I read that the makeup and the effects are gonna be like on par, you know, with the show.
Right.
Are they gonna smell like rotting corpses? Is it gonna smell like a huge fart factory?
We need the
That's
full,
what we
we need
want
the
to know.
immersive
Like I want to
experience.
know. Like is that
it
gonna
gonna
happen?
smell
I
like
don't
death.
know if they're doing smell-o-vision,
Because they should.
but I do know that for part of the ride, you have to go find Carl.
Really?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, damn it, Carl. Come on, Carl. So guys, let's talk about your film work. This new thing, where did this come from, this Some Kind of Evil? I mean, people are really responding to it. That's got to feel good.
Yeah,
it
no,
does,
it's
actually.
nice. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay,
No,
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 you
no,
go.
No, Chris, go ahead.
Keith,
Make
you
it
got
good.
time.
Go ahead.
Is this what you guys were like as kids?
No,
right
it was
there?
a lot more violent.
Well, he was a lot bigger than me for quite a while. Still kind of is.
Not really,
So he
no.
would beat the crap out of me until basically I realized one day I should probably stop pushing him and fighting him because it hurts a lot. So then I was like, oh, let's learn how to be friends, right?
Well, then
bro?
we decided to
Right,
fight
man? Yeah.
other people.
Yeah, then-
so once we realized, like, just stop fighting each other and then turn, outwards, we got a lot more done.
A lot more done.
But
Some Kind of Evil.
yes.
Segue.
Segue.
There you go.
Perfect.
That was
Flew in.
awesome.
Wait, which one am I talking to right now?
I don't know.
I know it's confusing.
Okay, so where did this idea come from?
Really, where it came from was that conversation about
Honestly.
what would it be like to be a superhero
Okay.
and having to deal with people doing the same thing over and over again. And we started working with the YouTube space LA and Yuka and POW Entertainment and of course the wonderful Stan Lee. There was this opportunity to like, hey, we have this huge set. What do you guys want to do? And we kind of came up with this idea of a burned out superhero who's kind of like lost everything, really over it, lost his like moral compass and what it would be like for him to get back up again.
And kind of meeting this guy already in that phase, not
Yeah.
seeing him fall. You know, we meet him as a character and he's already burned
He's
out.
a drunk.
He's a
Burned
drunk.
out.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he's not really saving people. I mean, he's killing people now. Like the moral code
Yeah.
of superheroes, they don't kill people. He's killing. I mean, he's just like you suck, I kill you. You know, like that.
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, it kind of came from that, and
Yeah.
then
You suck, I kill
you.
you.
Suck, I don't even know I'm not saying words, but then it came from that, and then started as like a short film that we were like, this would be a cool scene we could do here in the space that we were given, and then we actually fell in love with the idea and just kept shooting and shooting and shooting until we
Yeah.
created more of like a. What is it called?
I think more of just like a proof of concept. And I feel like it's something that we want to turn into an episodic, and hopefully it lives somewhere really exciting that we can, our fans really responded to it.
Let's talk about Stan Lee.
Yes.
Nah, that's a segue. So you guys worked with Stan Lee. How did
Yeah.
that come about, and what was it like? And I said about like I was Canadian.
I was
all good.
confused.
It's
I thought
all
for one
good.
second, wait, are you working
Sorry,
on?
I
And
don't
no,
know.
anyways, we wrote the script, and then we got to actually direct him in like a classic Marvel cameo. And
We also got to meet with him before we shot.
But not Marvel for the,
No,
for
no,
the
no,
lawyers
no.
out
For the
there.
lawyers,
Like,
no.
not
Right.
Marvel, but
No.
Marvel-like, Marvel-esque.
esque.
Marvel-esque.
Near.
Okay, got it.
Near
Let's
vicinity.
just make sure to clear that up.
Adjacent.
Yes.
But,
Spectacular,
but
no
it was
Marvel.
one of his classic cameos. We got to, actually do that, and then we met him prior and did a little interview, and he actually signed like comic books.
That was hilarious.
It was
How
really
much,
fun.
now, how much do those go for?
I don't know. We'll see. What do you want for? I'm normally like not like.
He usually has a lot of words to say. I mean,
True.
he's always saying things. I just
Sorry.
kind of like.
You don't have
do
to
this
stand up
and
for
then
him here.
No, this is just
We're
how
all
it works.
friends.
And then, I just nodded to say cool. But the funny thing was, when we walked into Stan's office, he shut down. And he was just like, he had a backpack, a little.
I literally became 12 years old
again.
again.
A backpack full of comics. And I was
yeah.
just like,
I couldn't talk. And we met some good
like,
famous
oh, wow,
people,
this
and
is
no
happening.
problem. But I could not communicate.
And I was like, as well, just, I don't know what happened to you.
It's just like when I was 12 and like Peter Parker was like helping me deal with life and understanding middle school and all of my own problems. I'm like, you're the guy. You're Stan.
It was amazing.
I am going to give away a Wowie prize. I am actually going to give it to Nightmare Kids for asking that awesome question for the Rydell brothers. So congratulations, you win one of the robots, the MIP robot from WowWee, our sponsor. So congratulations, I'll be messaging you in a little bit. And so keep asking your questions to me using the hashtag AskComikaze. This is awesome. I'm on Twitter right now, so I'm getting them live. Also remember to subscribe to theStream.tv. In future shows, I'm probably going to be giving away prizes just for subscribers. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So it's the easiest way to win a prize. Just subscribe to theStream.tv and watch all the amazing shows there. I mean, seriously, they have all these amazing shows besides our Comikaze all year long.
Please say hello to Mr. Peter Shinkoda. Daredevil. I mean, 2 seasons now.
That's cool.
Is it true the scripts were delivered by ninjas? Is that
Yes,
that was true?
Yeah, by trained pigeons.
Wow, the secrecy.
Well, just because guys
not-
like you or
yeah.
the audience are always
Guys like
trying.
me.
So,
Spoil
I mean,
everything.
Oh, hey.
yeah, if one person
You're a
finds
spoiler.
out, in a matter of minutes, the whole world finds out. So yeah, they have a lot of security measures in place. A big one is. Once we do get our scripts or our material, they send it in a Marvel software that they developed themselves.
Oh, really?
I don't know,
Wow.
They probably commissioned it, out of NASA or something. But you can't get into it. It's so hard to get into. Whenever I get new material, I have to correspond with 20 people at Marvel staff to actually access my material. Thank you for that. But
It's like Marvel
that's really-
Space instead of my
Yeah,
space.
it's tough.
They
It's
are
tough
the
to deal
hand.
with. They're
Marvel's
the
like the hand.
/shield/ Hydra.
Sure.
But you are part of the Marvel universe. It's
pretty awesome, dude.
And no one can take that away from you. What's
Ever
that like?
again.
They can cut your head off and light you on fire a million freaking times, and they
can
don't take it away from you.
They can do that. Yeah. You need a lot more hair. A lot more.
That's what
hair.
I'm-
But this
role.
new X-Men trailer, did you see it? What did you think of the new X-Men Apocalypse trailer?
I like that last little sequence where the Psylocke comes and chops the current. I like what she's wearing. I like it.
Oh, you like what she's wearing? Netflix universe is getting bigger.
Yeah.
You've got this guy Finn Jones from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He's joining it as Iron Fist. What do you think of that casting? I know there's a lot of controversy about
I'm
them
not that
wanting an Asian
familiar.
actor to
Right.
do Iron
I'm
Fist.
very familiar with that.
But
that
that's
struggle,
Shang-Chi.
but- Yeah. Like I don't know. I'm not saying this officially, but I've heard rumors that Shang-Chi is being cast for, and he will be he will appear. So that will offset the fact that people are bitching about the whitewashing of Finn Jones, who was whitewashed decades ago. So let it go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would really screw with the whole the mythology. So keep him white. Drag in a Shang-Chi, who I love.
Yeah.
That was one of the
amazing.
comics I obsessed over as
So
a child.
listen, man, when you found out you were cast in Daredevil, what was your first reaction?
I just went into the fetal position.
Because you're a major comic book fan, and all of a sudden you're in
it
this
was
series.
huge. But to tell you the truth, I didn't know it was going to lead into the hand. Because
the ninjas.
I didn't know. I just thought I was just like some sinister Asian guy. To tell you the truth, I read a bunch of times, and one of the auditions was a scene there where Wesley had to, the beat cop to murder Karen Page in her jail cell.
You auditioned with Wesley's dialogue.
Yeah, and it just said Wesley. I'm like, okay,
And that's the guy who
this
was
is Wesley,
Kingpin's
right.
buddy.
Yeah, so
His
then
second-
right then when I got that material, I knew they were talking to Nelson Murdoch. Because
Wow.
they were talking all kinds
Yeah.
of legal stuff. So
You're like, this is Daredevil.
yeah, and then the next material I got was for a Japanese guy named Hachiro. But once I got to New York, and I got sent that Marvel encrypted material script thing, I looked at it, and there was no Hachiro. There was only a guy named Nobu. And he's just sitting in the back saying nothing. I mean, this was a Sunday night, maybe 4 days before shooting, and I
But
called my
are you
reps.
thinking ninjas or are you thinking sushi?
I was thinking, like, I'm taking a flight back out of here. I didn't sign on to this. I
Yeah.
don't know who this is. I signed on to a character that was called Ichiro. Turned out to, it worked in my favor.
Okay, final question. Iron Fist versus Nobu, because ninjas get ready to direct it all the time. It ain't no big thing. Who wins? Iron Fist versus Nobu?
No spoilers, but I mean, he can ask for help once in a while. So that's the problem, right?
Right.
He tries to take on everything, and and every obstacle by himself. When he's got legions, he's got teams, he's got millions of agents behind him to help him, but he doesn't ask for it. He literally says, "Stop, I'm going to handle this," And then look at him. Bad things happen to him.
Recently, they announced who the contestants on the next Dancing with the Stars is going to be. That's great, but here at Comikaze all year long, we already have a contestant for the next season. The original Black Power Ranger, Walter Jones. He was on our last episode, and that was the most asked question in the chat room is Walter gonna do Dancing with the Stars? And Walter himself wants to do it. So let's get that trending with the hashtag Walter Jones DWTS. That's hashtag Walter Jones DWTS. So let's make that happen for Walter here at Comikaze all year long.
Please say hello to Mylan Sarley. Thank you for coming. Let's get right into the geek news because you are a well-rounded nerd.
I am.
You're a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Master of everything.
I don't know about that, but sure, we'll go with that. Why not?
Video games?
Yeah.
All right. Did you hear the news about this past couple days about a release that's going to come back next
Red
year?
Dead
Might be a
Redemption?
rumor.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
but
Yeah, it's a kind of a rumor, but
it's got to happen.
It's got to happen.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I got Red Dead right when it came out, and I realized I am really bad at shooting coyotes and also really bad at open world stuff. I'm just like, but there's so many choices, but
So
I
you're
gotta
not a
shoot
free
this
roamer.
coyote from a horse, and they just kept killing me.
You gotta man up. Or
I
woman
do.
up.
To be fair, I mean, in The Witcher 3, I spent most of my time running around punching geese.
Pretty big game too.
So a lot of people know you because you are a member of a team of
Yes.
unicorns called Team Unicorn.
Yes.
Yes? Have you guys
Yes.
heard of Team Unicorn? Yes.
Yeah.
You guys have had quite the run. You guys have done a lot of different things at a lot of different places. You guys go to cons. You do stuff online. What has been your favorite moment?
I'll have to say, it was before we were officially Team Unicorn. We were on the set for Geek and Gamer Girls, and that was really just a project born out of love and being like, hey, let's just make something together. And it all came together, and I remember us being on set shooting it, and we had like a techno crane and stuff. Don't ask how we got that. We basically paid in hugs and kisses and favors to all our friends.
What are you working on now? Two things. What game are you streaming heavily now, and what costumes are you working on for this weekend?
Sure. So the new season of League of Legends started back in January. So I've been just ranking up in League. So that's the main game I've been playing. A little bit of Hearthstone and Overwatch and some other games. But and then for this weekend, I'm actually doing a Rule 63 Matt the Radar tech.
Why not?
That may be the nerdiest
Sure.
thing I've ever heard. That's awesome.
This is actually kind of funny. Liam and I are actually part of a group of friends, and our friend Elliot, who's in the audience right now, that get together in group, like play tabletop games once a week on Thursdays. Bernadette's part of it too.
I guess we're not good enough.
No comment.
Well, I told Liam at game night like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm gonna make a shirt that says Monster Lab, buy it just for this, and he didn't believe me, and I was like.
Anyway, but your clothing line.
I do. I have a clothing brand.
Yes,
It's called
that thing.
Fatal Fox. You can go to fatalfox.com. There's only 2 shirts up there. I've been super busy. I actually just filmed a huge movie in Atlanta that I can't say what family I'm a part of. But
We already know.
Yeah, it's
Spoiler:
cool.
it's Partridge. We
The
got
Partridge
it.
Family. I like it.
yes, that's
Fun.
definitely it.
So I had some amazing things pop up. People are saying like Batman's gonna kick Superman's butt. I don't know if I can say ass on here, but they were saying that, and other people saying no, Superman's the man. He's gonna win. And then we had this winner, Laura with Doomsday will win, of course. So congratulations, Laura! You won the dinosaur. You wanna come get it? So congratulations! Yay! So that was a giveaway to our audience. So to be in our audience, we want to thank Infoliss and especially Jeff Gund. I think you're even here in the audience. So woo, there he is. Everybody thank him. Special shout out. If you want to be in the audience, make sure to go follow and get all the info at infoliss.com and come be in our audience at Comikaze all year long. And hey, you could win a prize from me. So that's awesome.
We got the panel going on here, and we're going to be talking about the biggest topics, but everybody's going to be involved. Keith is over there on the couch with the Right L boys.
Hi everybody. This is the cool hangout right here.
Hey. I think the biggest one that is not Batman versus Superman this week is that recent reveal of the new Civil War trailer that had our good friend Spider-Man in it.
Spidey.
That was crazy. I mean,
Hey, everybody.
It's huge.
what did you think? I mean, you're the Marvelite here.
I mean, he was my favorite character. The eye squint at the end.
Yeah.
You know, that was it.
He went from like Romita to Ditko in like one little.
That was it, and of course the throwback costume, the original costume look. It was like seeing Chewie and Han Solo saying "Chewie, we're home." It was one of those things. Just
It's all coming together. It's all happening.
Person, what did you think, Mylan?
I'm super excited. I'm just like, how many? I was like, the more superheroes in a movie, the better.
And Marvel's like, we can't afford it.
Yeah, Marvel's
gonna
like,
bankrupt Disney.
We can't pay these salaries.
Right.
No, I think I'm actually more excited for Civil War than I am for Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
Sorry, don't yell at me.
All right. No, I think that's okay.
Hey, I think Bernadette has a question from the crowd. Yeah,
Yes,
from the
I
home.
have a question from the chat room for all our panelists. Are you Team Captain America or Team Iron Man?
Oh boy.
Let's expand that.
Brothers.
Batman, Superman, Cap, Iron Man.
Okay, well, Batman, obviously. Sorry, psychotic.
Crazy people.
We'd already established that. Yeah, and
I don't trust either of you.
I don't know. I mean, I think
Stark or
I think Cap.
Cap?
Cap.
I'm kind of split still. I don't really know.
Yeah.
That's interesting because the archetypes. Superman. You would think if it was Batman, you'd have to take Iron Man.
Right, but I feel like in this world,
'cause
I don't know. I'm drawn. I can't help but love Cap.
He loves Cap. We're at war now. Because
We're gonna kill each other
Iron Man.
after
Iron Man.
this.
Yeah.
You're going to be very sad at the end.
I know. I'm ready to cry. I cry all the time, anyways.
Totally normal.
Well, where do you guys land on this whole thing? Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
I'm Team Cap. Yeah.
Because why?
You know what? I really just go by like date guys I'd probably date. So I usually date because I'm evil. Like I date like the nice guys. Like I'm also Team Superman. Like because like
say
it's
that?
really just based on like the guys I would date.
Peter, where do you land on this whole argument? You're
Superman,
part of the
Batman.
universe.
Yeah, Batman for sure.
You're a Batman guy.
Yeah, and
Untrustworthy times two.
Civil War, I would go as Peter Shinkoda. I would pick Team Cap. I want my liberties, and you know, and my privacy. But then, as Nobu, well, shit, I would make sure that there'd be some kind of registry. I'd steal that registry and then I'd assassinate everybody on that list.
You know, can we talk about a different topic now
Sure
that I've
can.
dug myself a hole?
into it.
There's a new Indiana Jones, and Harrison Ford and Steven Spielberg are coming back for it. That's huge. What do you guys want to see in your Indiana Jones 5?
Oh man, I mean, I'm just excited that it's existing. So I don't really know, like, what do I want to see in it? I mean,
I want to see him, shoot somebody again. I want to see him.
You are Team Batman.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally. I mean, the traditional stuff. I want to see it all. I want to see him running and jumping and
I
being
was going to say
scared.
running too, but I
Yeah, lots of running.
I was
Harrison
like,
Ford running.
Harrison Ford, yeah, that's why I didn't say it. I was
And
like,
Harrison
well,
Ford falling.
Exactly.
I love
yeah,
the way he
no,
falls.
you're right.
Seriously
You
though,
guys-
there's
Like a
an
real
art.
man, like a bitch.
Jesus.
You know that fall? He always
I know.
does it. I love it. It's like the Tom Cruise run.
It's so
It's
true.
like the Tom
Harrison
Cruise run. You
Ford
got the
fall.
Harrison
What
Ford
if
fall.
the end of the movie is like Indiana Jones finds the Fountain of Youth,
What if
and
they
he
just
comes
kill
out, he
him?
goes into it, he comes out as Channing Tatum,
Well,
and then they just reset the universe.
yeah, I was
Right,
gonna
like,
say.
that's how they do it.
Did at the end of Last Crusade,
yeah.
he drank from the Holy Grail
Right.
a little bit. So maybe they can set this one modern day.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping, like to see him. He's older, but he's not old, and it's 2016. Shia LaBeouf is way dead, and maybe
Everyone
I don't
in the
know,
chat
like
room is saying, please don't let him in it. Please let him die.
Where do you land on the whole Indiana Jones thing?
I mean, I'm definitely excited. I hope they're trying to redeem themselves for 4 and the whole Shia LaBeouf thing. And I really do hope he's not in it. And I hope this isn't like a Harrison Ford swan song either, where
Right.
they Star Wars him too, and they're just like, pew pew.